Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's Workshop, and welcome to issue number 27 of Build the Legendary Cyborg RoboCop by the wonderful folks over at Fanhome. Now folks, if you'd like to grab this for yourself, click this link all the way along there. Bink. Head over to the Fanhome website and take yourself out a subscription to this wonderful 1/3 scale Partwork. You will not be disappointed, peeps. Right, let's have a looky-loo through the magazine, shall we? The robo-universe grows, a chaotic, corrupt, nihilistic world. Absolutely, folks. Says one of Hollywood's unwritten laws dictates that if a story formula works, it's best not to change it. The logic of sequels is mostly based on this principle, and RoboCop 2 is no exception. Fortunately, this new adventure for the cyborg cop does not limit itself to merely reproducing the narrative of the first film, but enriches the story with new details and ideas. Yes, folks. RoboCop 2. And notice as well on this, the difference where he's got a bit of bluing and a bit of violet and purples and stuff all in his armour there, folks. So yeah, it's the migration of a RoboCop's uniform, so to speak. What else have we got here? A gang of children who amuse themselves by playing with fire hydrant tests the robot policeman's patience, and he's given them a bit of a stern talking to, folks. This goes with what was lost in the cutting room floor. This is what we're going to be doing today, folks. We're going to be doing the left thigh. Yes, so grab the leg section that you built on the last issue. So have that on the bench shortly. And we'll go through all the bits and pieces that we're doing on this today, folks. Look at that, the detail in it. So yeah. We're going to be putting some more components on the leg section today. And that should give us the outer rear left thigh section on your RoboCop there. Okay? So that's what we're looking at doing. Next up, you've got computers versus humans there. Can a robot beat a person? I think it could, to be quite honest with you. It's getting to that point, especially with AI and things like that. Chess bots can calculate millions and millions of positions per second. Absolutely. Go was a challenge for artificial intelligence. So yes, it's getting to that point, isn't it? Obviously, then you've got dark networks. Welcome to the invisible network. The Tor network allows anonymous browsing on the dark web. My philosophy is if you've got nothing to hide, why would you want to be anonymous on the internet? But, hey, you know, each to their own. So yeah, I just think that, you know, it's a long debate, let's put it that way. So yeah, the usual image of a user on the dark web does not necessarily correspond to reality. The Tor browser makes it available to anyone. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so there's all kinds of bits and pieces in there about different areas of the internet. Give it a read, folks. Does open your eyes a little bit as well. So there you go. So we're going to put this at the back, just over there, so that we can then have that on view whilst I'm putting all these bits together. We've got our pack of goodies today, which is this pack number 27. So we'll get that open. When we come back, we'll have the leg on the bench. We'll have all of this lot open, ready to go for you, folks. Right. So what we've got here is parts 27A and 27B, okay? Now they're going to go together somewhat like so, okay? So we now need to put all the little plates on the back of these, okay? So we grab one of these like so, a couple of CP screws which are just there, and we'll be using our oiler. Probably do it with a grabber. just to get a couple of turns on each one of these, just because it's a bit fiddly. So we just put a little squeeze of oil on there, like so, and then we'll get that bit there, and this is going on this little bracket here, on this little nub, so to speak. So we want it that way round, so that the screw goes in the recess, and then that will go in this little hole there, like that. Okay, now we can get our screwdriver. Hopefully the bit will stay in place. There you go. Let's put a smaller bit in there, just be on the safe side, like that. And then we can grab the next one, get that in place, like so. Okay, so let's just grab me screw, pop a bit of oil on there, just like so. Pop that out of the way, and then whilst trying to rest that in my hand of grippiness, we'll then spin that round so that you can see the hole there through the plastic. Line your screw up, put the bracket in place, okay? Then just rest it back on your cutting mat and screw the pieces home, like so. That's simple. Like that. That's what you want. Oh, robo leg. It's a leg. It's a robo leg. And what you want is you want to grab your leg section from the previous issue, which was that piece. And then we're going to be joining these two together. Okay, so if you remember this, we built this last time. And that is going to go something like so across there. Okay, a bit like that. So that's what we're looking for. Okay. So we want CP screws on there. So let's grab one of those and we can start putting this leg together. Just like that. And then we can grab our little bit there. Like so. We've got a little rebate to go on there, so we want that to clip in place and bring that just into situ there. Like that. Okay. It's a little bit delicate at this stage, but once you start getting this leg part together, it will stiffen up quite nicely. Like that. And then we can start gravitating that together. There's a little square peg there, see it? And a square hole just down the bottom. You want to try and press them in place, like a locking peg. There you go. You just get a resounding click, and then that goes in situ. Ignore this gap. Don't worry about that. That's their intention. You've got a cover disc that goes in the middle there that will conceal all of that. So don't worry about that at all. So you've got that piece in place, like so. That bracket is now in. And then we'll be doing the same by putting in this piece here and bridging that gap. So we want a couple of more CP screws for that. So let's get that into place. And this little plate will go across this mid-thigh section, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it through there first and then lower it in, and then that should let me get a couple of turns on that. There you go. Then I can flip that round quite happily now. Hold that in place with my other thumb. Give that a bit of a turn. Not fully tightening it yet, because I want to put the other one in. Like that. Wrap that together. And then drop that in there just like so. Okay, now we've got that. I'm going to cup it in my hand, just so that my hand is supporting that, whilst I then do these screws up, okay? Like that. And that's where the oil comes into its own, folks. Once this is actually on the leg, it will then get supported from the rear as well. So try not to worry too much about the flex in it at this stage. Don't worry about that, because this will stiffen up. So let's grab the rest of our leg, which I've got just out of shot there. And that'll go right across there like that. Look at that. Oh, done it, look beautiful. And you got a round peg right at the bottom on his knee. Press that into place. And then start working it around, and it will start clicking into place, folks, okay? I want to get that peg in first, like that. And then we can look at turning this bad boy over. So there's another peg at the back that you want to put in place, which is just in there. And that should now be enough to rest so that I can get the 3 screws in that I want. So let's just move that so that you can see what I'm up to. I want 4 EP screws here, folks, which are these slightly longer ones, okay? So we'll start putting them in, just like that. Pick up your leg and then figure out which way you want to go. Okay, so I want to try to get this at the top first, I think, is the ones I want to go for. So I'm going to go for these ones here, just to start pulling that leg in place. Like that. Now I can put her down quite happily and not worry about it falling apart. I'm going to do a diagonal on this and send a screw in there, like so. Let's get a longer screwdriver for that one. It's got quite a deep hole on that one, so we want to go right down in there, like that. And then we'll carry on using that one because they're very deep, these screws. And we'll do the same again. Like that. Just make sure that's gone in. Yeah, that's in. Perfect. Straight in there. And by powers of deduction, we got one more to go in. There you go. Choose that one. That's got a bit more of a screw head on it. There you go. Got that in there. And it's there. That's the one you want, Carl. The one without the screw in. And that'll be Robo Leg. Look at that. Oh, done it, eh? Oh, isn't it? Oh, dear. So that's all of that together. and then put 2 EP screws in the holes in 25A. Use the magnetised screwdriver to prevent them falling into the part. So we've got 2 screws to go in there somewhere. Okay. And they go at a strange, precarious angle by the look of that. I'm looking to see where they go. Oh yeah, I can see. Right down in there. See how deep they are? Look, right at an angle in there is where they're going, folks, okay? Took me a while to see that there with my old man vision. So let's get them in, because that will then bite that whole leg support in place then. So they're a little bit tricky, but they will go. And what that does, that screws into the other side of this lip and pulls this section in. Okay. So don't be shy about putting these in, they will go. Put another little dab in there. Like that. And then we'll send that last screw right down in there. Like that. Just clicked straight in place. There you go. So that's that. We've got that in place. That's now secure. That's looking all nice and splendid. It now just gives us this little cover plate that goes in just there, folks, okay? Now you've got 1 pin closer to the bottom. You can only put this in one way, folks, which is that way. It's just a press fit, just like that. And that is the rear outer thigh, all in place. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Now we've got some dressing panels to go down the front of the thigh here, and also some closing detail just to go in there, okay? Other than that, that is that leg complete, folks. So that's what you're going to end up with at the end of this issue. A super massive screen filling robo leg, folks. Look at that. Just unbelievable, isn't it? So yeah, that's what your RoboCop is going to start looking like if you've followed these instructions. So that's this issue done. Many, many, many thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you've liked what you've seen, click the button just down there and subscribe to my channel. Really, really do appreciate it. And it really does help me grow this channel. Also, if you could just ring that bell as well, that'll let you know when new content is coming up. Also, if you would like to subscribe to this yourself, click this link just along here. Bop. It's also in the description, just down there. And head over to the Fanhome website, take out a subscription for this wonderful 1/3 scale RoboCop. Because like me, you'll get to do the robo walk across your bench, because you know you want to. Till the next time, stay safe and well. Many, many thanks. Bye-bye for now.